Hello, สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Fa Pakin Pummakanchana. I'm an owner of Liverboat Studio and co-creator of Paper Plane Studio.
So as there are many things on your schedules daily, do you use a daily or weekly or monthly planner or to-do list? If so, how do you prioritize your schedule?
Okay, so basically let's say since I was like student, right? I had a lot of stuff to do because I have a lot of activities that I would love to do, not only like studying, but as well as, working. So I also teach when I was younger as well. Therefore, like time management is something really important. Normally I would at the very beginning I start to do like a to-do list, but at the end the to-do list doesn't have a sense of time. It doesn't have any sequence of like how do I start my day and things like that. And when I kind of like grow up, I start to learn about like writing future vision, seeing like a clearer picture of where I want to go. It normally at the beginning it would be like 3 months, and then 6 months, or then 1 year, and then currently my vision goes to about like 10 years, around that. So I think like planners kind of like help you to make your dreams come true. That's what I would say. And I would start off with a vision board and then break it up to like, okay, what is my 10 year, and if that picture of the 10 years is like that, what do I need to do in this year to become like me in 10 years time. Okay, so basically what I use planner for right now is to have like a year, it's like a new year resolution. Like for this year of mine, it would be year of bravery, like ความกล้าหาญ to speak up, to love myself, and to do a lot of things. So therefore, with that year, so I would set aside, okay, how do I take care of my health, my career, where do I expand, how do I manage my money? It's called like a view of life balance, that what I would say. And I would score them, review them. So I plan, I start to do them, I check my milestone, whether I completed that or not, and then at the end review whether I did complete the things that I at the beginning wants to do or not. If not, what I would do, and what are my learnings, what are my good memories. Tracking emotions is also what I also do as well, because I'm a teacher. I don't like to push my emotions to like other people, so I work on myself a lot. So planner really helps me a lot in terms of like getting to my future. Yeah.
Okay, so next question. How do you manage your time to meet both your personal and professional commitments?
Okay. So as I told you at the beginning, right? I do like a vision board. Actually, I can show you my vision board, uh, which is here. This is actually the sticker my student designed. So what I normally do is to have my vision board like that, just sticking pictures and putting things of like what I want to do. And I kind of like see my taste around that. And then after that, I would do like a 5 path would be like what I would like to do in terms of like health, career, like 6 dimensions of life. And then after that, I would put that into, oh, and I also like write like a future visions of like what I wanted to do. And then I put it in, actually I have like a big one at home, but this one is just like quarterly. When you do business, it's like they manage in quarters, right? Like 3 months. And then I put like a monthly focus, which would be like, okay, what would be my focus? And then I put it in monthly, and then in weekly it will be like that, and with the schedule, things like that. Actually, I have like two, one planner and as well as a bullet journal, because like what I realized from using this type of like planner is that it outlined it in like series, like in sequence. However, like journal, you can write, redo, and kind of like what I really like is to reflect every day. So I have another one to reflect my inner thoughts as well. Therefore, like if my inner peace is not in the peace, then I kind of go and see through what I have done per like day or week, and what kind of like really reflects my thoughts. So with having like these planners and bullet journal kind of like help me to balance out what I yeah, to have a balanced life, what I would say. I mean, but I mean, like throughout the experience, there must be times that you might feel it's like really not your way, but there's like a line where you can write like reflection on yourself. Then with that you get to know yourself better. And when it happens like many times, then I have to get back to myself and ask, if there's this thing, what like what what triggers me to not to be happy with that, and then what will be the solution that I will solve with this, and then that problem will be like gone for good. Yeah. So yeah, actually, like wheel of life balance kind of like help to reflect and help me with my commitment towards my work and also my personal life.
Okay, so last question. What do you recommend that students do to best manage their time?
What was the question again?
Um,
Can you repeat?
what do you recommend that students do to best manage their time?
Mm. I think it has to start with their drive, their purpose. What is their mission? Because planner is just a tool, to manage time. But what is it for? Is it for like quality time? Like for example, some people really value like quality times with their spouse or with their friends, or for me, example, my valuable time is to study, to travel, to see new things. Then what is really important is that you write your visions, your um, like a to-do list or like a wish list of things that you want to accomplish or want to do in life. And then with that, you start to manage it. You start to manage time by using like planner, because I really strongly believe from my like 10 years of like experience of using planner, it's just not for for having it and it looks good, but it's just like it really helps. Planner is to plan, but at the beginning you have to have plan to be able to plan. Yeah, that's what I would say. Go with the drive and then have the planner as a tool, and then you will have at least a happy life and know what to do when things goes wrong.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Floy or Floy Pakai Pusi, and I'm studying as a second year student in University of British Columbia, Vancouver campus in Canada. Um, do you use a daily or weekly planner? Oh yes. So this is my planner. I usually have like a monthly like planner to see like which day what I'm doing, and also at the end there's also like a weekly planner where like I put my tasks on this side, and then like arrange them in the day, so I know like when should I get things done within the deadline. How do you manage your time to meet both your professional and personal commitment? So professionally, I would just say that they are deadline already. So I would just list them as a task and also like the mini tasks, and then try to arrange them with my like free time slot to see like when will I do this task, and then when will I do another one, and when is my free time, like I also need a break between them. And for personal commitments, I think this one is challenging because there is no deadline, and you have to make your own goal and try to achieve what you want to do without no one like pressuring you to do so. So for me, I'll just say, uh, I'll just set myself a goal and pretend that it's just a goal and a task, just like the one with the deadline. For example, I can set that by the end of this week, I have to get this shirt, I have to buy this new keyboard, and try to make it as a task that has a deadline. And I think that's make it more manageable. And what do you recommend the students to do the best to manage the time? Yeah, so first, set a goal and a deadline for each task. And second, I think you have to like drop some tasks or like learn how to reject something. For example, like I used to be like in the club where there's a lot of business things going on, which I find is a lot of time commitment, and I find it not suit with my lifestyle in this different time zone since I'm studying in Canada, but now I'm in Thailand studying online. So I dropped that like club, and it's a little bit like feeling bad for me, but still like I think it's worth it because if not, then my schedule will be ruined and I could not keep this balanced life. So yeah, that's all of my suggestion.
Hi, I'm Tanpon Monti Sisak, or actually, you can call me Toy. I'm a creative practitioner. I'm a co-founder of Paper Plane Studio, and I freelance doing illustrator and graphic designs. Yeah.
Okay,
pretty
so
much it.
do you use a daily, weekly, or monthly planner or to-do list? If so, how do you prioritize your schedule?
Yeah. I have a schedule planner. I actually use it I own it for quite. It's been in my practice for about no less than 5 years actually. I have a to-do list. I'm not using it as regularly as I should be right now, but it helps me prioritize my schedule. I could see like the overall task, what I have to do, not only just the to-do list, but actually like it's very three-dimensional, you know, how you could see the task and also the timeline if you have for each project. And like just as a suggestion for a planner, it would be better to, how can I say, like you will be more productive if you actually use a planner that is not just a yearly or a monthly, but the one that goes by like a weekly, that have pretty much like time in it as well. Yeah, I think, did I answer all of it? I think it's somewhat like that.
Yeah. So how do you manage your time to meet both your professional and personal commitments?
You know, it's actually sounds really simple, which is I color coded. Like I arrange. Yeah, it's actually very funny, but it's very true. Like how I arrange my planner to see the task I've complete or see the project I've done, to balance out what I have. I usually color code it or even like give it symbols using like the Bujo key legend technique. If you've heard about it, like the bullet journal actually have a key legend symbols that actually helps you a lot, and it helps you categorize your task by colors. And by that you could see during that time, that certain period of time, you could see when you've been, how can I say, you could notice when you've been balancing or overly task load or overly personal load on each certain period of time. There was like this time where I was so stressed out. I mean, I've been so busy, but it's not a happy busy, you know. It's a very how can I say, it's a tired busy where I get the task done, but it's not quite as fulfilling as I want, and like very busy and tired busy. You get what I mean? I could see that if I overworked myself with like minuscule tasks, or if I've been doing like work that actually fulfills me. You know, there were actually time where I saw the color in my planner, and there were times where all of the colors were like workloads in a way, and there were no personal time for me to actually breathe for myself. And that's how I've come to notice that, oh, so these are times where I have to actually set time for myself as well. So I think that's how I manage it with like colors and symbols and everything. Yeah.
So what do you recommend that students do to best manage their time?
Well, it would be an obvious answer to say like have a planner or have a schedule planner, the one that actually is not in your phone. Because when the planner or your schedule is in your phone, it's very, how can I say, it's very two-dimensional, or actually very flat in a way. You only see that what you have to do for that certain period of time, rather than how you could be like managing your time wisely, you know. And other than that, like there's this task where I find it very very true, that people could only prioritize to the maximum of 3 works at a time. So I think it's better for you to like, okay, if you have a lot of things done, try to pick your most important, like the 3 most important tasks that you have to get done, and slowly get it done one by one. Otherwise you'll just like freak yourself out and everything. That actually happens to me. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Yep. Okay.